Jai Hind cadets, and welcome in this new session by Defense Career Academy. We are learning magic rules on spotting errors. This is part 6 of the sessions. In this session, we are going to learn some important rules on spotting errors, their examples, and some important tricks to solve the questions of spotting errors. So without wasting any time, let's continue. This is rule number 1 in the series, and you can see that here we are talking about some typical adjectives. Adjectives like unique, ideal, perfect, complete, universal, entire, extreme, chief, full square, and round, which do not admit different degrees of comparison. We do not put these adjectives into different degrees of comparison. For example, we cannot say something is more unique, something is less unique, something is most unique. We cannot say something is less universal and something is more universal. That's why these are the adjectives which have their own extremes and they don't fit in any other types of comparisons. So never use these adjectives in comparisons. So the first example given here is incorrect. It is the most unique thing. Something is most unique, least unique, okay, more unique or less unique. We cannot say like this, okay. Unique is always unique. There is nothing like that, okay. It is a unique thing. This is now the correct example. Always remember the point that these are the extreme adjectives which don't admit any kind of comparison. And now let's learn rule number 2. In this rule, we are going to talk about adjectives. All the adjectives refer to the same noun should be in the same degree of comparison. For example, in a sentence, if we are using two adjectives referring to the same noun, both of the adjectives should be in the same degree of comparison. Okay. As you can see in the first example, he is the wisest. Here, wisest is an adjective which is used in the superlative degree, and honest is used in the positive degree. Here, we need to use most honest. Okay. So, wisest, the wisest, and most honest worker in the office. So the correct answer will be he is the wisest and most honest worker in the office. So always remember that whenever we are using two different adjectives referring to the same person, both of the adjectives should be in the same degree of comparison, whether it is positive degree, comparative, or superlative degree. Let's go to rule number 3. Here we are going to talk about the difference between elder eldest and older oldest. Always remember that the words elder and eldest are used with family relations such as he is my elder brother, he is the eldest brother in our family. Okay, and older and oldest are used with both of the things, persons as well as things in general. For example, this tower is 200 years old. You can say this tower is 1,000 years old. You cannot say this tower is elder than that tower. Okay. See, this building is elder than that building. You cannot use elder and eldest with buildings, trees, or other things because these words are used with only persons, especially members of the family. And older and oldest can be used with persons as well as things. As you can see in the first example, he is my older brother. This is incorrect. Here the sentence needs to be he is my elder brother. Here family relation is there. That's why elder, the word elder is the appropriate use instead of the word older. Okay. For example, you can use the word older for this tree is older than that tree. Okay, like that. You cannot say this tree is elder than that tree because elder is not used for trees or any other buildings or any other objects except persons. Now let's go to rule number 4. Okay, here we are going to talk about what is an adverb? What is the function of an adverb? We generally say that adverb modifies a verb. But an adverb can also modify another adverb. It can also modify an adjective. To modify a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, we use adverb. Okay. So adverb has three functions. Adverb can modify a verb, that is an action. An adverb can modify an adjective, or an adverb can also modify another adverb. Okay, so I will give you some oral examples for that. He ran fast. In this example, fast shows how much fast did he run. Okay, how the action of running took place. Means it is modifying the action word ran. And he ran very fast. In this example, fast is already an adverb which is modifying the verb ran, and there is another adverb which is modifying the adverb fast, and the adverb is very. How much fast did he run? Very fast, extremely fast. Okay, like this. And how can it modify an adverb? It can modify an adverb like this. He works carefully. He attends classes regularly. Okay. She writes very careful. Here, careful is an adjective, and writes is the verb. Okay. So to modify a verb, we need an adverb here, carefully, and to modify this adverb, we need an adverb. Already there is another adverb, very, which is modifying the adverb carefully. So carefully is an adverb which is being modified by the adverb very, and the adverb carefully is modifying the verb writes. How does she write? Carefully. The action of writing takes place carefully. So carefully is the adverb which is modifying the action word writes, and very is another adverb that is modifying the adverb carefully. So adverb can modify another adverb. Remember this point. Now let's go to rule number 5. TOO. To means more than required. Means more than sufficient. TOO. More than enough. It is used with unpleasant adjective. Whenever we are talking about something unpleasant or an unpleasant experience, we use the adjective to. And when we are talking about something happy, something pleasant, we cannot use this adjective. Okay. So, as given in this example, you can see, I am too glad to meet you. Instead of TOO, we need to use very, because glad is something pleasant. We are not talking about something unpleasant. Okay. If you use the word sad, I am too sad to hear the news. Okay. That is an unpleasant thing. That is something unpleasant. So always remember that the adjective TOO is used with unpleasant adjectives, and it is not used with pleasant adjectives. Here glad is a pleasant adjective, something which is desirable, and that's why we don't use TOO. Here very is the apt use. He is very glad to, I am very glad to meet you. Now this is the correct use. Now let's go to rule number 6. In this rule, we will be talking about how to use TOO and TO2. A sentence which is based on to format, we cannot replace TO2 with so that. If we replace TO with so that, TOO must be replaced with cannot. अगर TOO वाला जो सेंटेंस है जिसमें हम so that यूज़ करते हैं, उसमें अगर TO2 को अगर हम so that से डायरेक्टली रिप्लेस करेंगे, तो पहला जो टू है TOO, उसकी जगह पे हमें cannot यूज़ करना पड़ेगा. ओके. He is too weak so that he cannot walk. Here instead of the second to, we are using so that. That is, this is incorrect. And the correct sentence will be, he is too weak to walk, or you can also say he is so weak that he cannot walk. Okay. So instead of the second to, we should use cannot. Okay. He is he is so weak that he cannot. Here in this rule, we are going to talk about the use of the adjectives much to and too much. There is a difference between much to and too much. We use the structure much to with unpleasant adjectives. Okay, and whereas too much is followed by a noun. So much to के बाद में unpleasant adjective हमें use करना है, and too much के बाद में noun use करना है. जैसे you can see in these examples, his failure is too much painful for me. Instead of too much, we need to use much to, because painful is something unpleasant. Okay, as we have discussed in this rule, much to is used followed by unpleasant adjective. Here an unpleasant adjective painful is used, so we cannot use too much. Here you will have to use much to, this structure, because an unpleasant adjective is mentioned here. His failure is much too painful for me, to me. Okay, for me. And there is one more example of too much. His wife's rude behavior gives him much to pain. Okay, here this is also incorrect. Much to is not used with the noun pain. Pain is a noun, and here painful is an adjective. Always remember that much to is used with an adjective, unpleasant adjective, and too much is used with an unpleasant noun. Okay, here instead of much to pain, we should say too much pain. Okay, so always remember that much to and too much, both of them are used with unpleasant things and unpleasant words, and out of them much to is used with unpleasant adjective, whereas too much is used with unpleasant noun. That was rule number 7. Now let's go to rule number 8. Here we are going to talk about two words, quite and all. Quite means to some extent. Okay, he is quite all right. How can we say quite means to some extent and all means all right, everything is right? Okay, see, quite shows to some extent, quite means to some extent, and all means completely. How can we use both of the adjectives together? We'll have to use any one of them. So always remember that quite and all are not used together. And in this example, you can see he is quite all right. Instead of quite all right, you can say he is quite right, or you can also say he is all right. Use any one of them, either quite right or all right. He is quite right, or you can also say he is all right. Now let's go to rule number 9. Here we'll talk about some adjectives and how they are used in various combinations. An plus fairly plus adjective plus noun, or rather plus a plus adjective. For example, these are the structures. A fairly good book. Here book is a noun as discussed in this structure. The last point is noun. Good is an adjective. Before this noun we are using an adjective. So adjective plus noun, this structure we are using here. Good book. Before that we use the adverb fairly. Fairly good book. A fairly good book. Or you can use you will have to use a only with fairly. Okay, and or rather plus a plus adjective. This structure is also possible. Rather a difficult problem. Here problem is noun, difficult is adjective, article a is used, and rather is used before it. So these two structures keep in mind. So there is a lot of confusion, and there are questions on in spotting errors based on these kinds of structures, and students generally commit mistakes in the use of these structures. So always make a note of these structures, and they will help you in answering the questions of spotting errors. So let's go to the point. And but we cannot use pleasant adjective with rather and unpleasant adjective with fairly. So with fairly, we'll have to use a pleasant adjective, a positive thing, something positive. When we are talking about, use the adjective fairly. Okay, use the adverb fairly. Okay, so when we are talking about a pleasant adjective, use fairly, and when we are talking about unpleasant adjective, use rather. Okay, it was a rather good book. Here you cannot use the word rather with good, because good is a positive thing, good is a pleasant thing, and as we have discussed, rather is not used with pleasant things. Okay, rather is used with unpleasant things. Okay, pleasant adjectives, but we cannot use pleasant adjectives with rather, and unpleasant adjectives with fairly. So with fairly we'll have to use pleasant adjectives, and with rather we'll have to use unpleasant adjectives, and the correct sentence will be, it was a fairly good book. So good is a positive adjective, that's why fairly is the adverb that should precede to it. Now let's go to the last rule in this today's session. Enough, when used as an adverb, is preceded by a positive degree adjective or adverb. जब भी हम इनफ यूज़ करते हैं और उसके इज़ यूज्ड विद एज एन एडवर्ब, जब भी हम इनफ एज एन एडवर्ब यूज़ करेंगे एंड इट इज़ प्रेसिडेड बाय अ पॉजिटिव डिग्री एडजेक्टिव, और इनफ के पहले अगर पॉजिटिव डिग्री एडजेक्टिव यूज़ होता है, ओके, और एडवर्ब, ओके, इट इज़ प्रेसिडेड बाय अ पॉजिटिव डिग्री एडजेक्टिव और एडवर्ब. जब भी इनफ के पहले कोई एडवर्ब आएगा तो वो एडवर्ब कैसा होना चाहिए, वो पॉजिटिव डिग्री वाला होना चाहिए. एज यू कैन सी इन दिस एग्जाम्पल, ही इज़ ग्रेटर इनफ टू पार्डन यू. इनफ के पहले ग्रेटर यूज़ किया है, तो इट इज़ कंपैरेटिव फॉर्म ऑफ द एडजेक्टिव, सो इट शुड बी पॉजिटिव फॉर्म ऑफ द एडजेक्टिव. ही इज़ ग्रेट इनफ. You cannot say greater enough, greatest enough. Okay, before enough, if you are using an adjective, that adjective should be in the positive degree. He is great enough to pardon you. That was rule number 10, the last rule in this today's session. That's all for now. Contact us at the given email ID, mukp.dc@gmail.com. You can also contact us at the given phone numbers if you have any query. Also visit us at the website dcaurangabad.org for more details about the institution. Also follow us on the social platforms including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and WhatsApp. That's all for now. Thank you. Have a nice day.